This is the app, folks. This is an excellent app called TimeBalance that makes it very easy to do self-observations within your teaching. The advanced version that eliminates ads and gives you endless stopwatches is only $1.99, so well worth the investment, so to speak. You see that I've set my screen up with 5 different activities that I want to measure: student performance, student talk, teacher demo, and transition or silence. You'll see in the settings that there's an option for multiple mode. If you want that on, then it will allow multiple timers to run at the same time, as the little instruction says. I keep it off because if it's off, then toggling between activities doesn't even require pressing stop. So for instance, at the beginning of a lesson we might be in transition, and we say hello, how you doing, da 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 da. And then when we get down to business and start doing exercises, I might demo the exercise. Now the student performs the exercise, and hopefully I'm giving feedback to them midstream, meaning they're singing along and I'm making little suggestions without stopping the flow of the lesson. This keeps my teacher talk down to a minimum, which is one of my goals in teaching. They didn't come here to listen to me yak, at least not out of balance. So then you can see how if the student stops and starts talking, you turn that on, maybe the teacher responds, etc., etc. The student sings some more, the teacher talks a little bit in response, etc. And let's use that as a sample. Now if you go down to the bottom of the screen and you see it says chart, if I tap on that, then there's the chart of what that time was. So you see that the student spent 53% of the time performing. The teacher talk in blue was only 15%. I think that's a darn good percentage. 17% of the time was spent in transition or silence. Well, it was the beginning of the lesson after all. You get the idea. My suggestion is to do at least 10 minutes of observation so that you avoid any sort of irregularities that wouldn't have been true, sort of small sample size irregularities. I also keep a spreadsheet of my ratings over time so that I can track over time. The one that kills me is teacher talk, so I'm very interested in keeping that number at a very reasonable rate. There is no absolute because some lessons require some more talk by the teacher and some more instructional or didactic time, but if your instructional time is over time, very often 50% of you yakking, then it's probably not giving the student enough time to perform. So I think keeping it somewhere down 20-25% or lower is probably ideal. This is a great app. Again, it's called TimeBalance, and it's a wonderful way to measure these observational things that require